Welcome to this quick video on how to use Google Meet. This will just be a very quick overview of the basic functions and how you would probably use it in most of your daily activities. So Google Meet is accessed through the Google Apps. So go ahead and log into your Google account and then click on the Google App button up here. Google Meet is this symbol here, which is the camera inside the speech bubble. So go ahead and click on that. And it brings you through to this page. Using this function here, this big button, you can join a existing meeting or you can start a new meeting. So for today, we're going to be starting a new meeting. So go ahead and press that. And now you can give your meeting a title. So let's just call this one College. You don't have to do that, it's completely up to you. So it's now going to be warming up my camera and my microphone. You'll soon see me on camera. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to close down my camera. Something that you probably won't do in class, your teacher will probably want to see you. So check that before you join a meeting. But for the sake of this one, I'm just going to shut that one down. And I'm going to leave my microphone on because obviously I would like anyone in my meeting to hear me. This screen shows you the title of the meeting that we've just put in and who else has joined. So at the moment, it's just me. If you have multiple people, you'd probably have 1 or 2 names. It might list up to 4 and then it'll say multiple people. So once you know who's in there, and if you're the first, you can go ahead and join the meeting. So as I have got my camera off, it is just going to bring up a black page with my Memoji, which is my Google account symbol. You can also see here, as I am the person who's created this meeting, it also gives me the option to share the information. So if I've got friends joining or classmates, I can copy this link and copy and paste it into Google Hangouts or onto a chat, or you can add people using their email address. So you just type the email address in here or use your top favorite contacts. So for the sake of this, we're going to assume that everyone's here and I'm just waiting for people to join. So you can see, because it's me hosting, my voice is going to activate the symbol here, and it is my Memoji, like I said, instead of me. So this is how it will be if it's just you in. Once you have multiple people in, you'll soon have the thumbnail images of people's faces and cameras. So up here, we'll have a look at this brief bar here. This will give you a list of everyone who is in the meeting. So like I say, for the moment, it's just me. And you can add people on here as well, but it will soon start filling out with people in a long list down there. You also have the chat function. So the chat function is a simple type message response, a bit like a wall. So you can add in there, type away and send, and other people who join will be able to comment in there as well. It's a good way of sharing links, so you can pop them in there and open the links as you go through the meeting. Also obviously has the time and who's speaking. So if we go down to the dots here, this gives you a whole list of all different functions. The ones you'll probably most likely use will be the layout. So this is a way for you to customize how you see the meeting. Most of the time you'll probably want the spotlight function. So the spotlight function is when the person who is speaking, the person whose microphone is activated, will become most apparent. So when the second person starts talking, they will become the most apparent. If it's going to be your teacher talking, you'll probably want to have that on as well. If it's a group conversation between your classmates, you might want tile, as it will have everyone on there. You can also change how many tiles you have on a page, depending on how many people are in your meeting. The basic functions are down here as well. So you can mute your microphone. So for example, if you're in a class or a meeting and your phone goes or your dog starts barking, you can of course mute and unmute. You can turn your camera on and off. So I've got mine off, so let me turn it back on and off again. You can also hang up as well. So when you're ready to leave the call or the end of the class, you press the center button here. Another function you might use if you are hosting a meeting or hosting a class is the present function. So present is obviously a way that you can show people what's on your screen. So you press the present button and it will allow you a few options. So to press your entire screen, that will mean that they can see exactly what's on your computer screen through everything around the edges, including all your tabs, all your apps, everything. A window is the window you have open, and the Chrome tab, again, is one of the Chrome tabs that you'll have on the top of top of the bar. So let me show you one of my Chrome tabs. You'll see here that here is the list, and it relates to the tabs that I have open at the top. So if I wanted to show what's going on in my Google Classroom, I can press that tab and press share. So now you can see that as I am the one presenting, I can see the full page of what my class can see. My classmates will be able to see everything that's happening here. It also has a reminder that you can stop sharing and that you are presenting. The one downside is obviously you can't see yourself and you can't see your classmates or the chat function. So if you're presenting and you would like people to stop and ask questions, you'll have to tell them that they need to unmute their mic and ask you so that you can hear through your headphones or through your speakers. If they're using the chat function to grab your attention, you won't be able to see that. So that is a slight downside, but hopefully if you've got people asking questions, they will be able to stop and you can answer through that. When you've shown them what you need to show, you can press stop up here. And it will bring you back to your meeting. If you need to have your closed captions on, you can do that by pressing the closed caption function here. As you see, as it happens, the speech comes up in time. It is pretty good, it's pretty accurate. There might be the odd word that catches you out, but as you can tell, it is very, very close to every word I'm saying and comes up almost in real time. And you can press off to press that again. So I hope that's given you the basics of how to access Google Meet if you are hosting. The other way you might access Google Meet is if someone sends you a link. So let me hang up from this meeting. I'll ask you to rejoin. If you've made a mistake, you can go straight back into that, or you can return to home screen. It will also ask you for some feedback. For the moment, we can ignore that. The other way that you might get a meeting is if someone requests it in your calendar or through your email. So I get quite a lot of these through my calendar. So someone has sent me a calendar invite and it has it automatically here. It also has the Meet with the join code here. So if I have a meeting like this, I can simply click the button and it brings me back to that home screen that we've seen before, which is starting to warm up my camera and my microphone. Again, I'm going to mute my camera. And then you see it's got the new title for the meeting. And again, I'm the only person in this meeting right now. So again, I can just join and it brings up all the functions as normal. I hope that's given you a very brief overview of how to use Google Meet. If you have any more questions, please get in contact with your teacher or anyone in the iLearn department. Thank you.